Been in New York for 5 years, and it's still hard. It's really unpredictable place to live because one minute you can have, a really nice salary job and have a steady source of income, and then the next second something happens and it all falls apart. Or, you can be kind of banking on this one certain thing to come through, and then, it doesn't happen, or it takes, 2 or 3 times as long to happen as you anticipated. And so it's a really, really challenging place to get by and support yourself in. But there's for me, there's not an option to not be able to find a way to make it work. I've had to be really creative about ways to get money. I've had so many crazy different jobs, especially the first few years that I was in New York. I was doing all kinds of weird stuff just to get by, living in all kinds of weird apartments. I've had so many apartments. I've had, so many different jobs and experienced New York on so many different levels. And now I feel 5 years in, I'm sort of just barely starting to get my feet under me to a point where I feel a bit more secure. But it's hard, it changes constantly, and yeah, it is very expensive. You're constantly surrounded as well by all these other people, the richest people in the world live in New York City, and so there's always this other kind of constant reminder of just when I think I've, I'm doing good things and I'm really getting there, and then I see, some billionaire's penthouse. I'm like, oh no, I'm not even close. So it's tough, but it's cool. There's a lot of other people in New York who are, on the same page, who are just hustling and, doing whatever they need to do to make it work so they can pursue their dreams in this city. New York is amazing for music. Absolutely love living and working in New York because you just have such a higher concentration of people in a smaller area, and so it's much easier to meet people and to work with them and collaborate and be exposed to so many more different things. In other cities, whether they're smaller cities or whether they're cities that are more spread out, it's a little bit harder. You kind of have to intentionally seek out certain types of music or certain, bands that you want to see, or producers that you want to work with, or musicians that you want to record with, or whatever it is. You have to kind of be more intentional and seek that out. Whereas in New York, it's really beautiful because I meet people from all over the world constantly who are working on all kinds of different things, and it's really inspiring. I met, through a series of events, through mutual friends, and now here we are and we're making all this music together, and it's a similar story for everybody that I work with. It's nice to have so many people in such a small space, and you're constantly running into each other. And I'll go to one bar, and I see 5 people that I know there, and then we go, and that's I think the best thing. And there's so many different kinds of music going on in New York too. You have people from all over the world, living on the same block even. You'll hear 6 different languages, and what's great about that is you have all of the music from all of those different countries and languages that's all happening around you as well. So you're constantly inspired to kind of pull from that and even collaborate and work with those people, which creates a really unique environment for creating a lot of really unique music.